UK, the police service and partners work very hard to keep us safe from the threat of gun crime. Firearms and weapons attacks are thankfully extremely rare. However, tragic events from around the world remind us of the need to always be prepared. An attack could be committed by terrorists, criminals, or members of the public whose motivations remain unknown. They can occur in public or at your place of work. As unlikely as it is, we must always know what to do to stay safe. What would you do if you came under fire or heard gunshots at work or in public? Should you stay and hide or run for the nearest exit? Would you know what to do to stay safe?
What's that?
Neil's projecting 12%. What do you think about that?
Well, I think flat. What's that?
If you hear gunshots, consider your safest option. It's always best to evacuate and escape if you can.
Mohammed, come on, this way.
But the fire exit is there.
I know, but the noise is coming from there. Come on, this is safer. Let's go.
But only if you are sure that by doing so you will not place yourself in greater danger.
Yeah, sorry, Karen.
And, I think...
What is that? Oh my God! Oh my God! There's someone out there! There's someone dying out there! You can't go out there! Shh! Shush!
If you decide it is safest, move to the exit. Insist that others leave with you, but don't let them slow you down with indecision.
Come on. Now look. Go left, left, left. Okay, no, shh, be quiet. Calm. Okay, come on, come on, come on.
Act quickly and quietly. Don't take your belongings with you. As you leave, consider your route. Will it place you in the line of fire? Is it safer to wait for the attacker to move away before you move? Is there another way out? If you can't move to safety, try to hide. Remaining unseen will be essential. Whilst finding a place to hide, try to keep possible exits in mind.
Come on.
It's fine.
No, we'll be trapped. Come on.
Avoid bottlenecks and dead ends that may restrict your movement. Try to find cover to hide yourself from view and also to provide a physical barrier to protect yourself from gunfire. Choose cover that is physically substantial. The thicker and heavier the better.
Okay, we have to keep going. Come on, move.
Choose reinforced walls and metal objects over wooden desks and less substantial furniture. If you can lock yourself into a room, do so and be as quiet as possible. Make sure your phone is set to silent with the vibration setting to off. Move away from the door. Try to remain calm and quiet. However tempting, do not try calling for help. You don't want to be detected. When you are locked in, reconsider your options for cover. How can you further secure your location? When you are at a safe distance, call the police as soon as possible. Try to remain calm and provide the following information clearly. Location. Tell the police your address and location in the building. Tell them where the attackers may currently be.
Blackstock Building Estate.
Direction. If you can, tell the police where the attackers might be heading.
We're on the fourth
Tell them how many attackers there are, and any distinctive features they may have that will help identify them, such as clothing or weapons.
He's wearing yeah, he's wearing a black coat and a black baseball cap. Yeah. He's just shooting people.
Include anything else that you think is important. How many people are with you? The number of casualties and types of injury.
People are dying in there. Where are you going? No, sir.
Only if it's safe to do so. Do your best to stop others from entering the danger zone. They may not be aware of the threat. Tell the police specific information about your building, the location of entrances and access requirements.
Yes, no, you'll need a security pass to get through the door.
Post on the right.
The first police you will see will be there to deal with the immediate threat. Officers will be armed and may point guns at you and shout commands. They may be wearing different uniforms depending on their function. The police response may take a considerable amount of time because they will need to make sure the area is safe for the emergency services and the public. When they have dealt with the immediate threat, the police will search the building. When they find you, they may evacuate you at this point. Initially, the police may not be able to distinguish you from the attacker. They may treat you firmly and will require you to cooperate unconditionally. It's important that you avoid making any movements or gestures that may be perceived as a threat, such as shouting or waving. Keep your hands visible at all times, so they can see that you are unarmed. Armed officers may ask you information about your building, the location of any attackers, their numbers, weapons, bags carried and their descriptions. They may also ask the locations of any casualties, hostages or injuries. Try to remain calm and in control. Cooperate with their instructions and lead others in your group by example. When the threat of the attack is neutralized, the emergency services will be able to remove you and tend to casualties. Firearms and weapons attacks are extremely rare, but we should always be prepared. If you hear gunfire, it's always best to escape, and if you can't escape, try to hide. As soon as you're able to do so, call the police and give the details they need. Follow police instructions. Every organization has a plan of how to escape in the event of a fire. Why not implement a further procedure for escape during a firearms or weapons attack? What is the quickest exit route from the various locations within your building? What are the possible cover options and safe places should you find yourself trapped? Do you have access to building plans for emergency services? Be aware of your environment. Having a plan will help you stay safe. It could even save your life.